So today we talk about quantum entanglement. We talk about string theory. The highest goal of the human birth, the human experience, which is to know the truth of who we are, to actually have that experience of God realization, self-realization, not just intellectually or academically, but really touch and know that truth of themselves, that divinity of themselves, that inseparability of themselves from the divine, from the universe.
It is not about choosing science or religion, this or that. It's about this and that. Quantum particles live in superposition. They are this and that until measured. In spiritual terms, before a thought arises, you are nobody and everybody, both form and emptiness. As soon as you say, I am this body, I am this role, or I am enlightened, you collapse the field into the ego. The mask is chosen and the play begins again. Part 7. Ox Forgotten, Self Alone. The ox is gone. There is no longer a need to seek, nothing left to tame, no rope, no rider, unmoving, unborn, unnamed. Even the idea of enlightenment falls away. This is the stage that the sages speak of in riddles, and mystics convey through their silence. Ramana called it the heart. Nisargadatta called it the absolute. Zen calls it no mind. There's no doer, no thinker, no one left to awaken, just this vast, naked, direct knowing, untouched by the rise and fall of worlds.
When we awaken to something, it's like we discover the reality of our being. But awakening is not enough, it's just the beginning. When attention turns back into itself, the first thing you'll recognize is, oh, there's something different here. For the first time, you're not going to objectivity, to objects. So there will be an innate knowing of self-awareness in you, like you just know. You know it on a level beyond the mind, completely beyond the mind. And it's not something you can doubt, you just know it. How will the mind, how will your vehicle translate that? Usually is a sense of spaciousness, a sense of emptiness, a sense of well-being or tranquility, or just a sort of like innate knowingness beyond the mind. It's as if you're recognizing yourself beyond thoughts for the first time. You used to refer to yourself as an object, as an ego, as a person, and now you're finding your subjectivity, who you truly are. When you tap into it, there's an undeniability of having touched something that has never been affected by anything, that does not age, does not die, was not born. That innate knowingness that cannot be conveyed through words is the first type of recognition that usually seekers have. And then, as they marinate and get acquainted with that, it starts to radiate as a sense of space, weightlessness, lightness, subtle delightfulness that then can become joy or bliss, a sort of love, which are very important fundamental qualities, because even when you recognize yourself, then the mind will come and you'll just push your attention away. But if you have a sense of well-being, a sense of love and joy, it will be much easier to marinate and rest on yourself than if it's just dry, empty self-awareness. This type of non-dual sadhana does not require any sort of imagination. It does not require the use of the mind for anything. No. You have to let go of everything. Let go of imagination, letting go of the mind, letting go of the one who wants to surrender, letting go of effort, letting go of effortlessness, letting go of letting go. It's like consciously dying while remaining alive. It's not being afraid of facing existential death, even though you'll not literally die. When you go to sleep at night, you go into this discontinuity every night, in deep sleep, every night. But you do it unconsciously. Now you have to do it consciously, and that's the difference. We are talking about non-dual practice. Non-dual practice is so different from dualistic practice, because non-dual practice does not imply that something is missing that you need to get or you need to pay attention to some object. It's just about reposing or resting on your own source, on your own being. Just being, not doing anything. Turning the arrow of attention back to yourself. Resting in your own awareness, in your own being. So this is not a practice. It's a practiceless practice. And it's very much required.
Part 8. Both Self and Ox Forgotten. The circle, the sacred enso, not nothingness, but everything ungraspable. Luminous emptiness, or an emptiness dancing as all things. The place where the I thought dissolves forever. In Zen, they say there's no one to attain and no attainment. This is not an end. It is the vanishing of the need for beginnings and ends. Awake as that which was never born.